Now let us start with this Facebook photo. You say the photo that you identified there, it's a Facebook photo that is shared on a Facebook, not so?
That's correct, yes.
Now, 100, it is possible, or will it be possible that 100 Facebook users would have similar photos in their cell phones?
I don't know why, but it can be. I can save it if I want to.
Yes.
This witness sometimes says some of the dumbest stuff. What does he mean? I don't know why they would have some of the same photos. Does he know social media? Does he know Twitter investigators? For example, the 16-year-old girl celebrating her 4-year anniversary with an iPhone 15. How many people right now have that photo on their devices? I think it's pretty logical in 2024, but I guess, he doesn't know this, Asikolapa, but he's the expert. Let's continue on, Mzansi.
Now, with regard to that Facebook photo, that is all that I wanted to know, because you said accused number 2 had this photo in his Facebook, and accused number 3 had this photo in his, accused number 2 had this photo in his cell phone, and accused number 3 also had this cell phone, the photo in his cell phone as per the downloads of Mr. Steyn.
That's correct.
But that is neither here nor there, because Facebook users would normally, if somebody takes an interest in this photo and is a Facebook user, they will simply store that photo in their own phone.
But this shows nothing about the case. This is firearms.
Yes.
Yeah, but why will somebody file a photo of a firearm because he's interested in this case? What case?
Don't argue with me. My question is, understand my question.
Yes.
Understand my question.
I'm trying, yes.
Don't try, understand it. My question is, if a person takes a particular interest in a particular photo that he found in a Facebook,
That's correct,
and he stores it in his phone,
Yes.
that is not an offense.
No, it's not an offense.
Thank you. Now, did you, in your analysis, find that there was a communication in terms of the data that was handed over to you between the phone that you were told belonged to number 3 and the phone that you were told belonged to accused number 1?
Okay, just give me, I don't know the names. I don't know who's number 1 and who's number 3. So.
Number 1, I also forget his name. By the way, what is it? Mr. Sibia. And
Right.
number 3 is Mr. Mnube.
Did I not according to, I can't, did I give it in my statement?
Excuse me?
I ask you, did I give it in my statement about that?
No, I'm asking you.
But if it's not in my statement, so why must I go look for something it's not in my statement? If it's not part of my, it wasn't part of my duty to look for communication. Part of my duty was to download the phone and do analysis on the phone.
Understand my question, sir?
no.
Yes. In terms of that information that you have to analyze, did you find that there was ever a communication between accused number 3 and accused number 1? Yes or no?
I didn't do analysis on the cell phones, on the communication, sir. I've done analysis on the phone. So I didn't pick, if it's not in my statement, I didn't pick up anything.
Thank you. Thank you. Do I then understand you to mean that with the information that you had at your disposal, that you had to analyze, you could not find a linkage between accused number 3 and accused number 1?
According to the download of Colonel Steyn,
Yes.
as I said, that download it was given to me in good faith because he was still in the police. So he did all the downloads. The numbers I've put on there, then there will be in paragraph accused number, number 3, and the name is, let me just Get here. Let's go to paragraph 5.2.1. Here's the linkages that I got from the database. Not from the cell phone analysis, from the database of a Colonel Stein. Just give me the names again. Your accused is? You're representing?
The gentleman that I'm representing is Mr. Mngube.
Mr. Ngube.
Yes.
You didn't find any linkages?
Thank you. The same question I'm going to ask in relation to accused number 2, Mr. Ntanzi. Did you find any linkages, to use your weight, between accused number 3 and accused number 2?
Okay. Let me explain again.
Did you find any linkages?
Can I explain first?
No, I don't want you to explain.
No,
my
you can't say that.
question
No,
is, did
Mr.
you find
Mnisi.
any linkages?
Mr.
You have said you
Mnisi.
did not find a linkage between accused number 3 and accused number 1. Now I'm saying, the question goes to accused number 2. Did you find any linkage between accused number 3 and accused number 2?
I
You
didn't
don't
do
have
it.
to explain anything.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it section 205.
So there's no linkages that has been found in the cell phone communications or the cell numbers between accused number 3 or accused number 1. No problem. We accept that, Mr. Witness. But then why is the witness getting impatient, agitated? Why is the witness showing as well that he didn't even read those notes from Mr. Stein? And he's just constantly going through the paperwork. He's not sure what's going on. Just so I understand. So Baloyi called him to the stand to read Mr. Stein's witnesses. But Judge Rudder could come back from retirement. Why can Stein not come back to proceed with his witness testimony? Because this is very, very weird. Your thoughts in the comment section down below. But let's continue listening. As you can already guess, it's going downhill from here on.
In terms of the information which you had at your disposal, then the information that you received from Stein and others, which you worked on.
Come on now, preach, Mnisi. Yes, Mr. Witness, you worked on this. You were handed this information. Whether he's gone on retirement or not, you have it at your disposal. Mister, I'm just here for the bare minimum work. Oh my goodness, it is so annoying, but let's keep on.
Did you find a linkage, now I'm using your weight or your term, between accused number 3 and accused number 2?
But my focus was not on accused 3. There's downloads for accused 2 and accused 5, so I didn't look for linkages for accused 3. If his number, can I explain quickly how I've done this? Okay, so when I downloaded the phone, there was 2.
What do you want to do?
Can I explain something to you? Can I explain my analysis? Can I explain it to you?
Yes, explain.
Okay. So we've done the analysis, and we on the phone cards we received 2 numbers. So we worked on that 2 numbers to see who was it. We identified the numbers and we put that numbers into the database.
Yes.
The number of accused 3 was not on the cell phone contact of accused 2.
Yes.
So I didn't look for any linkages from there. Yes. No, I didn't.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but would I then be right if I were to understand what you've just said now to mean that the same situation that you said in respect of accused number 1, that you could not find a linkage between accused number 1 and accused number 3, is also applicable insofar as accused number 2 and accused number 3 is concerned, that you could not find a linkage between them.
Accused 1 and?
I'm talking about accused number 2 and accused number 3.
Okay, just give me their name, sir. I don't know. I can't say who's accused 1 and who's accused 3.
Okay, no, it's fine, sir. Let's proceed.
Yes.
Yeah. You have testified yesterday. It was just at the beginning of your testimony, as you were introducing your testimony.
And so the drama begins. They argue about it. He says he didn't say it. Mnisi says you did. Rata orders a recording. Recording can't be played in court. They now have to find a technician or the specialist who's in court in another courtroom. It was just downhill from here on. It was just crazy to watch. It was just so unreal. And Rada just could not contain his frustration.
Yesterday, it was just at the beginning of your testimony. As you were introducing your testimony, that, and this is what you said. Now, that was in respect of accused number 2. You said this in respect of accused number 2. That the number that was saved on the database indicated that there was a communication amongst all the accused. Is that your testimony?
That's correct, yes.
And you further on said that this is the information that I received which indicated that there was a communication between all the accused.
That's
Do you
correct.
still remember saying that?
Yes.
You just told the court that you could not find a linkage between accused number 1 and accused number 3.
This is
How
what,
could you then have told this court that in terms of your analysis, you found that there was a linkage between, a communication between all the accused?
okay. There's communication with all the other accused suspects. That's what I said, yes.
Yes. That you can't dispute because it is on record.
I understand, yes.
Yes. But now, how do you reconcile that statement with the fact that as between accused number 3 and accused number 1, you could find no linkage, in other words, no communication?
If you look at my statement,
Yes.
okay, go read my statement again, sir.
Come
Paragraph-
again, I did not get that.
paragraph 15.
Understand. Can you
Go
just,
to paragraph 15.1.
Can you just be slow?
Yeah, I'm
Sometimes I have a hearing problem. That's the reason.
paragraph 15.2.1.
I don't mean that you should shout.
Yeah, well, I'm not shouting. You said you can't hear, sir.
I'm not saying I can't hear. I say sometimes.
Well, sometimes, okay?
Yeah.
So just tell me when I must speak
I
a little
am
bit harder,
saying,
sir.
I am saying
Yes?
sometimes when I can't hear, when your voice goes down, you understand. You just said something there that I did not hear.
Yeah, but you don't give me time to speak. You speak over me, so let me speak.
That is
and then
exactly
I
what
just-
you're doing.
Exactly, you're doing it now again. Paragraph 15.2.1. Can we go there?
Mr. Host, just read it.
Yes.
Just read it.
The paragraph that I was talking about, the number of Fisikuli Ntuli, accused 5, with cell phone number 2715951239, was saved on the SIM card under index 75 as Lungusani. The number was identified by Colonel Stein and investigation team, and through section 205 it was established that the number had various communications with all the other suspects. Nowhere there stands that accused had with all the other suspects. Accused number 5.
My lord, let me quickly go see accused number 3.
While he goes to see and speak to his client, accused number 3, let's have a little bit of some housekeeping rules. Let's take this moment to please like the video. I appreciate you guys for doing that. I see that likes have increased in my last video. Thank you. Thank you so much. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you do not miss our next upload. Back to Mnisi and the frustrated expert witness.
Thank you, Mr. Host. Mr. Mnube is telling me that what we've just said now, that there could have been a contact between him and somebody known as Lungsani. He does not know who that Lungsani is.
That's according to the database I received from Colonel Stein, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, but back to my initial question.
Yes.
You said, when you gave the testimony, that there was a communication between all these accused persons. That was in respect of the number that you started with, which was the number of accused number 2, not accused number 5. You can go to the record.
No, sir. I didn't say accused 2 communicate. If you go to the records, I said accused number 5. When we identified the number, it was accused 5 that I gave testimony about. Testimony is the download of accused 2, and then the numbers was found, and then that number of index 75 of accused 5 was put in the database. That was my original testimony.
You know what, sir? I don't want to sound to be misleading you or to be putting things that you did not say. I think it will only be appropriate for us to request an indulgence from the court that we go on record.
You got a copy of my statement, sir?
I'm not talking about your statement. I'm talking about you said under oath there.
That I said accused 2 had all contacts. For everybody. Is that what I said, sir? Is that what I said, sir? That accused 2 had contacts of all the other accused? Or accused? Did I say accused 2 had contacts of all others?
Let me explain what you said.
Okay, on what accused did I say that, sir?
Let me explain what you said, Mr. House.
100%. Listening.
You were giving testimony about the information that you got in respect of accused number 2.
That's correct, yes.
Subsequent to that, you then said that the number that was saved on the database, indicated that there was a communication amongst all the accused persons.
But then you must...
That was in respect of accused number 2.
No, sir. Then you must get your perspective right, and you must listen at the right time. That was said on accused number 5 when I put it on the database. And if you read my statement, exactly where it stands there, paragraph 15.2.1, the number was identified. I'll read it again for you. The number was identified not on accused 2, accused 5, paragraph 15.2.1. Let's go there again. The number of Fasulu Ntuli accused 5 was saved on the cell phone, on the index number 75. Then my next sentence said, the number was identified by Colonel Stein, an investigation officer, and through section 25, it was established that the number, not accused 2's number, but accused 5's number, had communication with all the other suspects. I never said accused 2.
My Lord, I'm going to request indulgence that we go and listen at the record.
How is it going to help us, sir? Because you maintain...
It's going to assist the impasse that is between me and this witness, because I keep on saying that this is what he says. He keeps on saying that this is what he says.
Please, just learn to listen. You have put an assertion to him, right?
Yes.
And this witness, you're not going to change what you said now,
No.
right? So what we should do...
I'm not so sure, my Lord, after having listened to the record, whether he's going to change what he said.
No, he says he's not going to change it.
I don't want. I've said I'm requesting an indulgence.
Of doing what?
Of having regard to the record, my Lord.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Can you find us? Is it at the beginning of your?
That was at the inception of his testimony. That is yesterday, not on Tuesday.
Was it yesterday?
On Tuesday, yes, yesterday.
Can you find that piece of evidence?
Thank you, Mr. House. In essence, this is what Mr. Meyiwa is going to say. That it is true that there could not have been a linkage between him, that's accused number 3, and accused number 1, because he never knew them. I mean, he never knew him. He only started to know him when they appeared at Boxback in respect of this case. That's when he started to know him.
That's 100%. I can't dispute it.
Yes. Further on, he also says that it is also not strange that there could have been no linkage, as per your analysis, between him and accused number 2, because he never knew him. He started to know him on the day on which they appeared at Boxback in respect of this case. Never called him. He just did not know him.
Well, I didn't testify about communication request between 3 and 2, so I can't say if there was any linkages.
In respect of accused Mr. Mapisa and Mr. Ntuli, that's accused number 4 and 5, he says he knew them from a long time ago. They were communicating.
That's good.
Now you are saying you're not in a position to testify about the times, the dates, the sports where the calls might have been made or received, etc. That is not within your domain.
No.
Thank you. I'm saying he said he's unable to testify about the date on which calls were made, the times, and yes. Thank you, Mr. Host. I am going to request to pause for now, pending the record. Then we'll take it from there. Thank you.
To the state that we can't open the disc. It was.
I'm shocked, you know. Maybe I set high standards for myself.
Oh no, Rata was doing so well for himself in today's session. You know, we were not hearing him being as vocal as he normally is. And then now he just had to throw it in there. Maybe I've set high standards for myself. But Mzansi, that's it from this video. We're definitely going to start that on a new video and break that down. Ngumalo versus Judge Rata and Baloyi and why they cannot open the CD. But basically, what's going to happen tomorrow, I think it's Tuesday. What's going to happen tomorrow is hopefully the record, they would have been able to read it or listen to it. Please comment below if you know whether Mnisi is right or the witness is right, who exactly said what. And that's it from us. Remember to like this video, comment down below, and then make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our commentary on Judge Rata versus Ngumalo featuring Baloyi. Thanks for watching.